Hello and welcome to the Marvellous Miss Take, a point-and-click fast-paced stealth game from Wonderstruck and Rising Star Games. Now, Wonderstruck, I'm sure you recognize that name from Ort Online. Rising Star Games, I don't know so much, but that's alright. Now, this is a very interesting little title, a very beautiful little title as well. It's quite simplistic, although challenging. It's also simplistic in its graphics style, although beautiful, and it's something just a little bit different. Now, there's a lot of stealth games out there that you can play, and a lot of the stealth games revolve around the idea that you can go up behind someone and just knock them out, or you can shoot them with a silenced weapon. Well, you're not going to be doing that in the Marvellous Miss Take. In fact, you're not going to be killing anyone. It's a non-lethal stealth game. It's a fast-paced, non-lethal stealth game that's actually somewhat challenging. Because you simply can't fight. You're not fighting back. You are sneaking around art galleries, stealing valuable pieces of art for your own gallery, and you have to make sure that the guards don't see you. You have to make sure that security cameras don't see you, and you have to be aware that there may be civilians in there as well who, if you break certain items and steal certain items, those civilians are going to report it to the guards. So it is very much a non-lethal stealth game. Now, the reason I say it's fast-paced is, well, it's optional whether or not you want it to be fast-paced, because each mission has a par time, and you can choose whether or not you want to go for that par time. And this first mission I'm doing here, I get the par time, and that's great, but there are other missions where it's not so easy. It's interesting going for the par time because the game has a bit of a variable factor. Not every guard is going to do the same thing. Let's say you load into a mission and you've got a guard in position A and a guard in position B, and position C has no one there. Now you load in and the guard at A is just standing there doing his thing. The guard at B is sort of patrolling back and forward up and down a corridor. That's okay. You just go straight for C. Let's say you get caught, you respawn, and suddenly you notice that the guard at A is still there, but the guy that was at B is no longer there. He's over kind of patrolling between B and C now. He's changed his route. That's sort of a thing you're going to find. The guards will do different things based on the environment and based on, the game loading up. You can obviously influence what the guards do and where they go. You can make noises. You can actually make noise simply by sprinting, or you can make noise with certain gadgets. You can also whistle to attract them, and it's certainly an interesting set of mechanics. It's like I said, it's a bit different. Basically, I say a bit different. It's very different. The last stealth game I played might very well have been Dishonored, which was quite a while ago. So it has been a while, and the thing with Dishonored is you sort of have the choice there. I know it's kind of unfair to compare Dishonored and this, but it's the last stealth game I played. Dishonored is all about choice, but the game sort of encourages you to kill people in a lot of ways. So it's nice to have a game that sort of has that brighter side to things, both visually and aesthetically and in terms of gameplay. It's not all guns blazing, it's not, one man killing machine or one woman killing machine in this particular case. It truly is a sort of stealthy heist game set across the art galleries in London. It's a very kind of classic tale. It's a very classy tale as well. It's, high-class art galleries. Miss Sophia Take, the main character, is dressed very nicely. Everything is presented in a very clean and just classy and elegant way. And the whole game just has that elegant charm to it while still being a little bit silly. The music's very upbeat and bright and fun, and the presentation of certain elements are very bright and fun as well. The whole game is just a mix of charm and class and fun and elegance, and it all blends together fantastically well to create this fun experience. I say fun, I mean, it is frustrating when you do badly, and being me, you're going to do terribly, but I mean, if you have a basic grasp of how these games work, if you're interested in a fun, sort of different, bright and bubbly stealth game that has this kind of potential to be something that a lot of speedrunners play, then, this is probably worth checking out. And I think that's something that's going to bring a lot of people back in and of itself. The fact that not only is there this variable factor with what the guards do, not only can Not only will a guard change his position if he thinks he saw you, but you have the fact that there are par times for the missions, meaning that you could very well keep doing a mission until you get the right setup and you perfect your run. You know where you're going, when you need to be there, and how you're going to get there. And I think that's a really interesting concept. There's not been all that many games that are necessarily catered to speedrunners. You know, obviously there was a big boom of those kind of games when Super Meat Boy came along, but it sort of died down lately. And I mean, I'm aware that this game isn't necessarily for that. It's not necessarily a game that everyone's going to go to and fully just speedrun, but it's nice that the option is there. It's nice that you can set yourself that challenge and go, okay, this mission needs to be done in a minute 30, I'm going to do it in a minute 20. Oh, this mission needs to be done in 2 minutes, well, I did it in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm apparently terrible. Which is okay, because if I want to go back and play it again, I have that option. The sort of central hub for the game is Sophia's art gallery, which you'll have seen at the beginning and you see in between missions as well. And you can go back and play previous missions. It's really simple, and it's actually really nice that the sort of level selection isn't just a list. It's another just little charming thing that I sort of want more games to do. I mean, some games do it, and they have this whole level selection thing that can be obnoxious when it's a big area you go to, and it's like, oh god, the mission I want to replay is on the other side of the sodding map. In this case, it's all nicely condensed to one area. It's just Sophia's art gallery, and you go up to a painting, and that represents a particular mission. It is a chapter-based game as well, so you do have certain areas per chapter, but it's all nicely laid out. It's all really just charming and fun and elegant and simple, and I think that simplicity is what I enjoy the most about this. The fact that it's a simple control scheme, it's a simple looking game in terms of the fact that the textures aren't ultra high definition, you know, it's a clean, simple, fun, appealing, and sort of accessible game that has the potential to be taken in a much more hardcore way if you decide to go and speedrun it. So yeah, the Marvellous Miss Take. This was more of a review than I wanted it to be, but I'm actually okay with it, because this is something I didn't really think I'd be doing a lot of with this sort of shake-up to the way the channel's going. But go and check it out. It's on Steam. It's currently not all that expensive. I think it's £15. It's a lot of fun. I can see myself live streaming this game at some point as well, which I think could be a lot of fun as well. So yes, the Marvellous Miss Take. It's thoroughly fun, thoroughly enjoyable. I would highly recommend it. Thank you very much for watching. You're looking fabulous, by the way. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.